Hello everyone, I just wanted to share with you guys a few different exercises that we can work on in the evening or the morning time as just either a cool down or a warm up to our day, and working in with the pelvic wall and our glutes. So here we go, let's go ahead and get started, you guys. We're going to start out on the floor. If you have a mat, that would be great. The bench is an improvise in case if you can just use your sofa. Or the end of your bed frame. So it would be helpful in doing some pelvic wall raises if you want a little bit of extra elevation. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, working into pelvic raises, we're gonna lower ourselves down to the ground, and then we're gonna keep our heels in as close as we can to our rear. So we're gonna lie down, relaxing through the shoulders, allowing the chest muscles to open up and our hands just down right by the side. Pulling our heels in nice and close to our rear. We're gonna go ahead and then lift our pelvic wall up as high as we can to come into a bridge. So we're gonna come up onto the back scapula, right back up in here, and then just tight squeeze into our glutes, and then right back down. Allowing that pelvic wall to sink down to the floor, and then lift right back on up. So if you wanna start with this elevation onto the floor, you're more than welcome to. And if we'd like to, you're gonna go ahead and take your heels up onto the edge of a sofa and make sure that you sneak in your glutes as close as you can into the edge of the sofa. So if this was your sofa wall and back in and these were your cushions, you just take your heels in onto that hard surface. Again, hands are right at the side, and we're gonna elevate, keeping our toes up and lifting up into a high bridge. Again, into the back scapula, and then right back down. And then right back up. Good, so make your choice on what you'd like to start out with, you guys, and we've got 8 repetitions. So here we go. Up, tight squeeze for 1. Last 2. And 8. Again, allow the spine just to relax. And we're gonna move into an inner thigh. So what I want you to do is either on the floor or on the sofa, you're gonna go ahead and make sure that our feet come straight down. So get them hip distance away from each other. When we come up, we're going to externally rotate out our knees, out into a bridge, and then right back down. So up, squeeze, and right back down. If you're wanting to do it from the floor, it looks like this. All right, feet hip distance, and as we come up, we're going to let those knees fall to the outside. All right, from there, make your choice, and let's go ahead and get ready for 8. Excellent. Always let that back relax. If you need to, you can always bring those knees in nice and close and kind of rock your back side to side. All right, we're going to move into the pelvic wall raises with alternating our legs. So if you'd like to, we can do it from the elevated or the floor. Elevated looks like this. And if you'd like to take it from the floor, looks like this. Make sure you don't drop that hip and open through. Make sure that you pull the pelvic wall and lift at an even pressure. All right, make your choice. In for 8 on the right side. Good, last 2. Excellent, and switch to the other side. Again, making your choice from either working elevated or onto the floor. And in for 8. Last 2, keeping everything nice and smooth, lifting up as high as you can. Great, again, relaxing that spine down to the floor. Again, bringing those knees in close to the chest and rocking side to side. Moving on into the next one, leg lifts. All right, working into the leg lifts, we want to make sure the shoulder and the elbow are directly right over each other. We want to make sure we're not sitting on our hip and that we're sitting on the cushy part of our rear end. We're going to take that foot long, and the back leg's going to come over the front. And try to get that toe to come as parallel as you can. Again, we're going to go ahead and take this other leg that is lying straight, and we're going to lift that up as high as we can, and work into this, and we have 8 leg lifts. Here we go. 8. 3, watching this, make sure the toe is straight on up there. 2, and 1 more. Come up and hold, and then 10 pulses if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect, allow that leg to come down, and we'll switch to the other side. Okay, again, working on this, making sure that that straight leg is nice and long. Back leg comes over to the front, pulling that toe straight, and just wrapping our hand gently around to that foot. Sitting on the cushy part of our buns and not the hip. And here we go for 8. 8, coming up as high as you can. And 4 more to go. 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Good. Again, if you can, come up and hold. And pulse for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that down nice and slow. Excellent. Nice work, you guys. We're going to go ahead and move on to all fours and get ready to do some glute work. All right, moving on in. We're going to work just strictly right into the glutes and fire those up as much as we can. We're going to start out onto the knees and hands, making sure that your shoulder, elbow, and wrists are stacked over each other, and knees are right over the hips. So we're going to come in here. We're going to make sure our knee comes in as close as we can to the chest for a crunch, and then an extension out through the leg. Looks like this. Good, follow in for 3. Good, and 1 more, tuck that chin. and elevate onto the other foot and come on up into a nice high leg lift. Come down nice and slow and gentle onto that knee. 2. Last one. And 8. Excellent. Always return right back underneath of you. And let's get ready to go to the other side. Okay, ensuring that our shoulder, elbow, and wrist are stacked right over each other, and our knees are right underneath the hips. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we bring our chin and tuck it nice and close into the chest, and bring that knee in and extend through the leg. And let's go for 8. Last 2. Excellent. Again, always return back. And let's get ready to move in for the extension. Okay, coming up onto the toe. Again, bringing that knee in nice and close and tucking our chin and elevating onto the other foot. Last 2. Again, coming down nice and slow onto the knee. And coming back up underneath. Sitting back into our heels and rolling the shoulder. And we're going to go ahead and finish out with a star crunch. Okay, starting out onto the ground, we're going to go ahead and make sure that our hands reach out only a distance that works good for us, as far as if we have them extended or in just a slight bit. And the same thing with our legs, making sure they're not out too wide or in too close. So whatever works best for you for those hip flexors. All right, so it looks like this, and we're gonna finish out with 8. Bring those elbows in, reach out, and tuck in nice and close. Lifting that tailbone off the ground and the upper back. Tight squeeze and reach back out. The last 2. Keeping that belly button in nice and tight. And last one. Keeping that back secured onto the floor with your core. Good. Let those legs fall off to the side. And let the body just relax. All right. Until next time, I'll see you later.